Hey, guys and girls. As the sun sets here on a cold Sunday afternoon, and wind has finally laid down just a bit. I've been kind of waiting for that wind to lay, watching Oklahoma University softball this afternoon, as well as Oklahoma basketball. So I've had a busy Sunday afternoon. Oklahoma softball team won their 10th straight game to begin this season. Landry, a girl we got from Louisiana, throw a perfect game today, her first perfect game, the second perfect game that Oklahoma pitchers have pitched this year out of 10 games, our fourth consecutive run rule victory. So it was a lot of fun watching the girls play. We're big Oklahoma University fans also. It's been difficult to be an Oklahoma University football fan this year and basketball fan this year, but our girls are doing great down there, and we follow them all. We love them all. We know Patty Gasco. We know the coaches, and of course Joe Castiglione, a great friend of mine, a great man, just a tremendous individual. I admire Super Joe, we call him here in Oklahoma. I admire Super Joe so very much. So spent a lot of time, Chris. I spent a lot of time watching ball games this afternoon, watching the girls play pretty much, and we had a good time doing that. And so I've been waiting for that wind to die to get outside here a little bit. It is still cold. You see, I got my jacket on. It's still pretty doggone cold out here. It was really cold early in the day. It got down to 20 degrees or 21, something like that. But windy. That wind got that chill temperature way down there. But can I tell you, this ain't nothing. This ain't nothing yet to what they have got forecast. It's hard to believe as you look around Twin Eagle Ranch right now. Hard to believe what is on the way. 0 degree weather. 0 degree, 1 degree, 2 degrees, something like that. Chill temperatures in here in Oklahoma. Maybe not clear down here in southern Oklahoma, 15 or 18 below, but below chill temperatures well below zero. Maybe 7 or 8 or 9 degrees below zero. So we've got some really cold weather coming up. We're going to be here at the ranch most of the week, but we've got a great event coming up. And I want to tell you about that great event because it's in Meridian, Mississippi, one of my favorite places. Meridian, Mississippi. Don't know how many times in my lifetime I've gone through Meridian, Mississippi. Great fishing in that area, great hunting in that area, one of the best duck hunting areas in the whole nation down there. Great deer hunting. I've hunted all around Meridian, Mississippi. And we got a great event there that's coming up next Friday night, February 21. The Men of Meridian, great event there at Northcrest Baptist Church. That's right, Northcrest Baptist Church. The pastor there, Wade Phillips, will be speaking, as well as, listen to this, Greg McMichael, world champion pitcher from the Atlanta Braves. Greg McMichael, world champion fisher. My good buddy Bob Record will be speaking also, and I'll be speaking as well. It's going to be a tremendous event. Friday, February 21, Men of Meridian. I don't know how many tickets, if they have any tickets available left, but I think they may have some available. But you want to get to that event. If you're anywhere within 2, 3, 4 hours of there, it'll be well worth your time to go to that event that evening. It's going to be a tremendous event. Northcrest Baptist next Friday night, February 21. It's going to be just tremendous. I'm really looking forward to it. Really looking forward to it. I'm going to fly down there early that morning and be there that evening, and just looking forward to listening to those other guys, and really looking forward to visiting with everybody and speaking myself. You know, I get to speak at 15 or 20 or 25 churches every year, and it's a tremendous honor for me to get to do that. I love to tell about what Jesus is doing in my life. I just love to tell about that. We've had a nice week here at the Eagle. We've had some good weather and bad weather. It's been mostly a pretty cold week, though, to be honest with you. And but I'm telling you, here's what I know. I've lived a long time. And one thing I've learned here in Oklahoma, once we get to February 15th, that is kind of the cusp of when it changes over. It changes, and we will have some 70-degree weather here in Oklahoma before this month is out. I promise you. Between now and the end of the month, we don't have many days. This is the 16th, so we only got about 12 more days in the month. We will have some 70-degree weather right here on Twin Eagle Ranch. I promise you we'll do that. Once you get to February 15th, you still have some cold weather and some real bad weather. Sometimes some really big snowstorms happen after February 15th, but these things only last a day or two. This one coming in this next week is supposed to last about 3 or 4 days. It's going to be a little longy, kind of disrupting my belief of what happens after February 15th. But most every front is just a day or two, and then you have 3 or 4 days bad weather. And then maybe a day or two, and then maybe 4 or 5 or 6 days bad weather. And then maybe just a day, and maybe a couple of weeks of good weather. And that good weather outweighs the bad weather from February 15th on. And we will have some 70-degree days here at the Eagle. I'm believing we'll have them. The last week of this month, after February 21. I'm going to believe we'll have after that February 21 when I'm down there at Meridian, Mississippi. But it's been a good week here at the Eagle. We had Chris and I have been here all week. We've had a fabulous time. We had a fabulous church today up at Midway Hills Baptist Church, and it was cold and windy, and when you got into church, but it was much better when we got in. It got up to about 45 degrees, which is pretty good. Pretty good. There's nothing wrong with that. I also wanted to mention that I was at a church in Parkersburg, West Virginia, a Saturday or so ago. And one of the ladies came up to me after church and talked about how my talk had helped her, because I talked about having problems in your life. And I don't care who you are, you're going to have a lot of problems in your life. And she was concerned about her job, and been getting some memos and letters from some of her bosses or from another area, and she was concerned about her job, concerned about losing her job. And I talked about some of the times when I have lost big sponsors or had bad situations happen in my life, and God has always been there, and God has always taken care of it. And I explained what I believe, and I'll talk about this a little bit when I'm at Men's Meridian next week and give you some exact examples of how God really works in a Christian's life, how he really works. But I talked about taking the problem, whatever it might be, the situation, whatever it might be, the illness, whatever it might be, and simply laying it at the foot of the cross. That means turning it over to Jesus Christ, taking it and just sitting down and saying, okay, Jesus, here's where I am. Here's my problem. I'm going to take this problem. I'm going to lay it at your feet. I'm going to lay it at your feet. You told me you would be here forever with me. You told me you'd never forsake me. You have the power to do amazing things. We all know that about God. You have the power to do that. I'm just going to take this. I'm going to lay it at your feet. I'm going to back away from it. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to be concerned about it. Now, there may be some things you want me to do to help solve this problem. You let me know what you want me to do. Make sure that you're letting me know it's not something I've thought up on my own, but something that you want me to do that will help get through this problem, whatever it might be. And like I said, when I'm at church, Northcrest Baptist, next Friday night, I'll give you some exact examples of this. But I've done that many times. God is always working in my life. God is always working in your life if you're a born-again Christian. He's working in your life. Maybe behind the scenes, maybe setting up things or situations or people you're supposed to meet you don't even know about. He is working on situations and things that's going to happen that you don't even know about, things that are going to happen in the future. But if you will take whatever problem he may have, whatever situation that's not good, and it could be really, it could be a little problem, a small problem. God wants to be involved in everything you do. Or it could be a big major problem, like a huge health issue. It could be a loss in the family. It could be a death. It could be all kinds of different things. But you can take whatever it might be, lay it at the foot of the cross, give it to Jesus, back away from it, and tell Jesus in all sincerity and mean it. Mean it. God, I'm giving you this problem. I'm counting on you to take care of it for me. And I trust you. And if you take this a different way than I want it to go, whatever your will is, that's what I'm going to do. When that happens, God will do miraculous things in your life. So whatever you might be going through right now, whatever situation might be happening to you, give it to God. Give it to God. Just pray about it. Sit down and have a little talk with Jesus. Put it at the foot of the cross. Lay it at Jesus' feet and see what the mighty power of Jesus might be. It'll do just amazing things. I promise you. Be amazing things. We've got a lot planned in the month of March. March is going to be a busy one. I'll be talking about that. We got several personal appearances in March. The Bassmaster Classic is in March. I'll be there both on a Friday and a Sunday. I'll be down in Hampshire, Texas. I'll be down there at a Baptist church. I'll be up in Virginia at a Baptist church on a Saturday night, right in the middle of the Classic. I'll work the Classic on Friday, and then fly to Virginia to speak at a church up there, work an event up there on Saturday, and then fly back to the Classic for Sunday. I think that's an all-day Saturday event. I think I speak there on Saturday morning, and fly back to Dallas that Saturday night, and be there on Sunday. I'll be at the big Tractor Supply Show. I'll have my Shell Rotella boat at the Tractor Supply Show in Nashville. And I'll have that there. That's actually the same week. That's about this time of the month, next month in March. I'll have that there. I think it's the last week in March, and I believe it's about the same time that the Bassmaster Classic and the Hampshire, Texas. I don't know. I'll clear all that up. My mind just sort of got cluttered with all those dates and appearances. But I've got a really busy month in March. I'll also be at the big Tractor Supply Show. I'll have my show Rotella Vote at the Tractor Supply Show in Nashville, and so that's going to be real good. And that show there is at the time when I would also be down in Hampshire, Texas, and I think that happens I think Hampshire, Texas, about the first day of March, and the Tractor Supply Show is right after that. I'm just trying to look at a calendar in my head, and sometimes that gets a little blurry. It just gets a little blurry. But we got a big month planned in March, so that's going to be a really, really fun time. Everything's going good here at the ranch. I was at the ranch pretty much all week. We didn't get to stay here all week. I had to run up to, I didn't have to run up. I was blessed to be able to run up to Evansville, Indiana, to Expressway Ram up there, to pick up my brand new Ram truck. That's right. I got another brand new Ram truck. This one's black and not red, but I've got a brand new Ram truck from Expressway Ram, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge up there in Evansville, Indiana. And let me tell you, they've also got shops down in Mount Vernon, Indiana. If you are anywhere around up there and you're looking for a vehicle, Expressway is absolutely the best place to get it. They're just amazing dealership up there. And they sell vehicles, obviously, all over the United States, just like most dealerships do nowadays. But they really dominate that market up there, and they sell a lot of vehicles up there. And they do because they have incredible service. I mean, the best service you can ever imagine. And they have exclusive deals that they have sales deals that are just simply better than anyone else's. Their sales department is amazing. Their service department is amazing. Their collision department, if you tear them up and wreck them, they fix them real good. And I want to close this week's Sunday evening chat here. Excuse me, before that sun gets down over that horizon there. It's getting pretty doggone close. It's going to be kind of a nice sunset. You can see it back over there, kind of be a nice sunset right there. Isn't that nice? That's going to be nice, isn't it? That's a pretty sunset right there. It sure is. But sun's about to get down. It's going to get dark. It's going to get a lot colder real quick. But I did want to mention that. I just forgot it from what I was fixing to tell you there. I forgot. And this is something real important that I definitely wanted to include in this week's Sunday chat. And for the life of me, I can't remember. Did you ever have that happen to you? You ever had that happen? If you're over 40, you probably had that happen. If you're over 50, you probably had it happen quite a little bit. If you're over 60, sure enough, you probably had it happen quite a bit. 70, 80, I think that once I made it to 80 last summer, I think I have it happen a little bit more than any other time. So I kind of worry about myself and all of my friends about dementia and Alzheimer's, which are devastating illnesses that I've had lots and lots of friends have, and I've lost several friends to that. And I worry about it just like anybody as you get a little bit older, worry about. And but I don't know how you know if it's slipping up on you because of the fact that as you get older, everybody that I know of that's anywhere close to my age can't remember anything. So how do you know if that's early signs of a disease or if just simply that you're just simply getting old and can't remember anything? And I have a lot of friends that can't do that. So I guess I'll end this without telling you the very, very important thing that I was going to tell you because that's just not popping back into my mind, whatever it might have been. But it was something that I really wanted to talk to you about this week, and I just don't have any way to pull it back up in my feeble mind. But I can tell you one thing for sure, without a doubt. Have you a great week out there. Smile, smile, smile. Fish lucky. And remember, I sure do love you.